scared me. Look at the spooky Halloween lighting we've got going on. We've got it going. It's not because I couldn't be bothered to get the lights out of my car, so I just used a different one. It's not because of that. Ooh, I can turn it. It's orange, and now it's not orange.
Now it's like a ghostly white, very slightly venturing into a blue, maybe. Now it's going back to like a peach.
The camera keeps compensating anyway, so it doesn't actually matter.
No one can fucking see. No one even watches.
Yeah, this is a podcast, so who cares? I've put a light on, you know. I could have put... Hey, fuck this. Anyway. Fuck this podcast, I'm not doing it. No, I just want to do this. I just want to do podcast, okay?
All right.
I'm excited. I've not done it in a while, because I've been on holiday. And, I've got a couple things that I wanted to show you. You Jordan.
You show me that at the top of your liked videos is KSI's The Thick of It.
No, that's at the top of our liked videos.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Of our channel's liked videos, so that I could piss you off.
I'm going to have to turn myself into the Gestapo or something.
No, I wanted to show you these shots of this guy rap battle. I've liked it multiple times to make sure I didn't lose it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some of this guy's stuff come up before.
It's this one where this guy is rap battling this fat woman.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
The audio will sound a bit weird, I guess, because it'll be coming through the speakers and things like that. But I just wanted to play this for Judd and get his reaction.
Here we go.
Thanos would have to snap twice, get rid of you. And if I slap you here in the face right now, it's the only time you have a man hitting you. Man in Dubai wouldn't shit on you. If you were on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. How does it feel to be a pick-me with nobody picking you?
Every line you need to pause for. We might do afterwards.
You go Greg's on your ones and call that quick name.
That hit me because I do that.
The man in the room go this way. Spoke to your doctors, they said they can even find your ribcage.
The beat goes hard.
He just went past my favourite line in this.
Right now, if you start twerking, if I had a
best one is
hotel,
that everyone reactions coming up with.
You're disturbing. Go gym and start working. You're Nancy, only skinny one in your family, bitch in the ground, just wasting away. If you want me to focus, tell that bitch you're making a cake. This is London and it's flawless. What does BBW stand for? Big body walrus.
Because it's that ridiculous. It's something you could show anyone.
He rules his face. That's why he stutters.
I bet that's a great inside joke for all these people who know what's going on. But my favourite line's right at the start.
You're so fat, Thanos would have to snap twice, get rid of you.
That's hilarious.
The thing is, I've heard that before on like just so many things.
I've not, but it's really funny. I find that really funny.
I like. I'm a fan of. You're walking this way. All the men's in the club's walking down.
And if I slap you here in the face right now, it's the only time you have a man hitting you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Man in
the way they cut in this clip to the reactions of the people in the crowd.
I wouldn't shit on you. If you were on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. How does it feel to be a pick-me with nobody picking you? It ain't Phoebe.
Pick-me's... Oh, well.
That's a pig's name.
It's a Phoebe, that's a pig's name.
You're fat, stop telling when you're thick, babes. You go...
Even just that. Yeah. It's like, just saying, no, you're not thick, you're fat. God. Fucking hell.
Greg's on your ones and call it a quick day. If Brindley goes that way, the man in the room go this way. Spoke to your doctors, they said they can even find your ribcage. So Miss Piggy, where's Kermit? Look at the bitch, you can tell I'll kill myself on stage right now if you start twerking. If I had a hotel and he stayed, I would burn it. You're not bad.
It's stuff like that. That's not even relevant. Yeah. But the way he delivers it, the hotel and you stayed, I'd burn it.
You're disturbing. Go gym and start working.
Right on the breakdown, him hitting this.
You're Nancy, only skinny one in your family, bitch in the ground, just wasting away. If you want Phoebe to focus, tell that bitch you're making a cake.
That's right as well. Oh my God. Do you know what? Like, obviously, like, a good amount of these would apply to me because I'm also fat if I was rap battling this guy. I couldn't keep the, like, you know how they have to try and keep this, it's not affecting me type of face. I couldn't do it. It's hilarious. I'd just be laughing the whole time.
This is London and it's flawless. What does BBW stand for? Big body walrus.
Bring back fact jokes, man.
Yeah.
Fact jokes are funny.
I think we should just bring back bullying in general. I think Bill's character.
Where's the bullying?
The bully in. I don't know. It's in like fucking.
You can use that when you rap.
Rochdale or something.
If you want. There's another. The thing is, there's another one of like some of his other bits. I've seen some other clips of this where it's showing a bit of what she's saying and a bit of what he's saying, and hers is not bad, to be honest, but it's just not.
Thanos would have to snap twice, get rid of you.
Same bit.
What did you use for your wig glue stick?
That's hilarious.
Your titties stink.
What did you use for your wig glue stick?
What did you use for your wig glue stick? Your titties stick, need to learn how to wash them. Stop all the bunny shit, stop all the nonsense. You're not a munch like monsters.
You're not a munch like monsters.
You're bonkers. Like, don't know one man who's been feeling you. Don't know what man's ever seen in you. Don't know what man has been feeding you. Don't know how your ankles lean with you.
Don't know how your ankles lean with you. Anyway, I just thought that was fun. I'll show you that.
Oh, well, nice.
Right, down to business.
Yeah. I'm a bit fucking mad at you, actually, I gotta be honest.
Why?
Because you told me that they had enough time and they wrapped this up pretty well.
Yeah, enough.
Fuck off. Fuck off. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They they wrapped up the events of that season. Yeah, pretty much everything that was like a major plot point in that season got seen to. But then they left like 5 things right at the end, and it's like, well, come on. We know that it's not gonna fucking get any more. Did they think they were gonna get more?
They should have, yeah.
Yeah, they should have definitely got more because they were awesome, but like...
We're talking about Utopia, the British TV series from
Sorry.
2013, if you didn't know, because this is like a multiple podcast arc at this point, telling you how good this is and then watching it. It's pretty good, though. Good, though, right?
Yeah, it was. It was.
It could just use one more season, couldn't it?
I honestly think... They could... I don't know, maybe not. I think if they did, like, 3 hour-and-a-half specials, so basically 3 movies, I think that could tie up.
Well, I've seen this.
What's this? What the fuck is this?
So it was basically a fake Utopia Season 3 trailer.
Oh, okay.
Using some other stuff. But the guy who wrote the music for it, I think...
One of the best parts of the show.
Yeah. Said, patience as reason for posts like this, so... It sounds like maybe teasing something. I'm not going to hope.
Sounds like he don't know what he's on about.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was just the music guy and should maybe keep his nose out of stuff like that.
I've not got a lot of hope. Gonna be honest, but also apparently the what? Raisin Boy now giving life advice after MBE. I think they're just talking about a guy who looks like Raisin Boy on the Reddit for this.
Okay, because I really did think that was him for a second.
So apparently Nick Buckley, is that him? Is that his name? Nick Buckley, is that the actor who plays him? No, he's a charity worker and political candidate who just happens to look like the murderous psychopath from this TV show. Apparently, that guy says, "Do not allow society to feminize you, man up." But that's completely irrelevant because he's nothing to do with the show. He just looks a bit like a psychopath in it. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe there will be a season 3 at some point. I think it's done, though, is the thing. It's a bit too far gone, really, I think, to do another season. I mean, 2014. It was literally over 10 years ago.
I thought it would be a bit earlier than that, to be honest. I thought it was like 2009 or something.
No, first came out in 2013. Second season 2014. I believe, I know it first came out in 2013. But yeah, second season 2014, I think. And that's 10 years, man. Mm-hmm. You know, unless they did it with a 10-year time skip or something like that. But I just think, because like even just the kids who are in it alone, they're straight up like adults. They'll have kids now as well. So I don't know. I think it's just one of those that's gonna stay as a good show without an end, and it in a way that kind of allows it to still exist as mysterious as the show is. You know, it's lucky that it's the type of show that feeds into that level of mystery and unfinished, like you'll never know actually what's going on type of thing.
Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of Utopia then as a show?
It was good. First of all, it was really good. I actually feel like... Did I give it a rating after the first season?
I don't know, let's see. I think if I had to say which season I liked more, I'd probably say the first one. But, yeah, you gave it 85.
I honestly think I'd put it down to 80. And...
Out of 100.
Yeah. I feel like that's... It's got to do a lot with the fact that where it was left, it's... I think also, like, there was... I can't specifically say what it is either, which sort of gives, like, my rating put down less credibility, but I just feel like there were times where, like, I was either getting lost or people's motivations were flip-flopping a lot, and I know that's part of it, really.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
It's okay to not like it, even though that's how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I will say about your score, though, is I think if it were any less than that, I'd start to think you're taking piss.
No, because it was
such a good show.
It was still really good. Like,
to say it's less than 80 out of 100, that's how good it is.
Yeah.
But I can understand to that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think there's sort of certain bits where just like characters that do stuff that I just don't. You just wouldn't see their character doing. Like there were what's his name? The fucking kid. The kid. Grant. Like the very last episode, Grant's been being a cunt for the entire... Not even just the season, the show. The entire show, Grant's been being a cunt. And he gets yelled at once by this woman, and then he's, like, completely changed. He's, like, doing all the dishes and everything and cleaning up, and it's just... I don't know, it was like...
He didn't get yelled at by it, did
No, it was like a stern talking to...
But I think that's kind of the point, in that he'd finally been... He wanted... Like, literally right from the start, he wanted his mum to look after him properly, and then he's like, my mum's looking after me properly.
Yeah, I know. I just felt... I know that's what they were doing, but it just felt like a big character flip. It's like, it's something that if they were given more time, I would have liked seeing explored more.
Yeah,
but we don't have the time.
Again, I think I'm slightly more forgiving because I know the story of it a bit, and you can kind of be like, I get that they maybe didn't have the time, so they went with that, and that does make sense. And I just think it's almost more impressive how good they left it off given the circumstances. And I don't think it's fair actually to give them more props to say a show's better because of the circumstances of it. It should just be how good it is regardless. But I'm doing that. So, yeah, it all makes... I know what you're saying, and there's slightly better ways they could do that, but in this situation, I think there's no better way they could have done it.
Yeah.
So, it's... Yeah. Amazing show. Well,
yeah, I still really liked it.
It's one of those that, like, it's hard not to recommend to people.
Yeah.
Because, it's so solid. We may as well do movies and TV while we're here, then. Because I've been watching some shit. Let's do that.
I'm watching a couple things as well.
Let me hide my score on some things for now.
You gave Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves a 64.
What do you want to go through, Judd?
We'll just start. We'll just go from all.
So you pick one because so you've seen all.
Yeah.
Like some of these we've talked about, like Utopia and Barry. We've already talked about.
Inspector Gadget. We'll just
Inspector Gadget.
Now, is this the one that you were like telling me? Oh, you had this and you watched it all the time.
You loved this when you were a kid.
Can't remember.
You loved it, and it just happened to pop up on Netflix for me as I was going on holiday.
Yeah.
And I downloaded 2 films and then a bunch of Agatha all along to watch on the plane going on holiday. I downloaded Lucy. Do you remember that with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh fuck, I can't remember what happens in that at all. I remember it being pretty good, but I'd love to like reassess it. And I was surrounded by kids on the plane, and I was going, like they were like 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I was thinking, there's going to be a lot of shooting people in this. There might be some naked
Yeah,
Scarlett
this-
Johansson
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's tits are out at least once in that movie.
Yeah, so instead I put on the 1991 classic, or whatever it is, 1999 classic Inspector Gadget. And do you know what? I'm fucking glad I did. I had a great time. I'm going to reveal my scores. There's no way I can hide these for the whole time. So, honestly,
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, family-friendly comedies from the 90s are just solid.
Jake's given it a 75 out of 100.
Yeah,
we should
it's
say.
a great film.
I cannot remember a single thing that happened in it.
You should watch it.
Well, look how the fucking tables have turned. Now it's your favourite movie of all time.
Do you know what I'm loving about this? And I'll tie this into Addams Family. We watched Addams Family and Addams Family Values. Again, two films, like family-friendly comedies in the 90s. And do you know what it is? There's just a bunch of like sleeper throwaway jokes that are like, they're not physical comedy at all. They're nothing like that. They just land.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. They're just fucking funny, and I enjoyed them a lot. I've really been enjoying 90s family comedies. They've been great. Inspector Gadget was really good. Do you know what I think I've been learning with it though?
What's with the average critic rating of 20?
I don't know what the fuck their problem is with this movie. Yeah, critics give it 20. 18 out of 100.
From the regular audience.
I don't know what people's problem is. It's like, it's a simple, fun movie. I don't know what they want. Like, classic bad guy, he's got a claw hand. It's a henchman who has an existential crisis.
Did he have some sort of a doctorate as well?
He was like in charge of a evil corporate company. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did have a doctorate.
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
he
did, yeah.
And it pretty much like one of the biggest reasons why the day is saved is that Inspector Gadget's like daughter or something. I don't think she's actually his daughter,
Is it
but
Penny?
Penny.
Yeah, Penny,
She may as well be his daughter.
Penny.
I don't know what that's for.
Penny. You know, from the hit show Big Bang Theory.
Oh, you're
Penny.
pretending a door like that's a door.
Bazinga. I got you, you fuck.
Yeah. That's probably as much laughter as there was when that was filmed as well.
Yeah. The fucking... from the camera guy.
This is brilliant. Anyway, Penny, who's not... I don't think she's in... Fuck off! I don't think she is Inspector Gadget, because I've forgotten... He's got a name as well. I don't know, but I don't think she's his daughter, but she may as well be. She basically, like, fixes everything by giving the main villain's henchman an existential crisis. Like, she's basically like, are you sure this is what you want to do as a job? Did you not have any aspirations? And he's like, well, I did used to like running the hardware store with my dad. And then... I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. She's like, oh, well, why do you do that again? He's like, I should. I don't know, I just think it's funny. But anyway, more people should give some of those a go. I think you'll probably have to be the right age. I think like younger people nowadays won't find them funny. And I think some people, like 60-year-olds, might find them a bit too silly and childish. But I honestly think, like, if you're between the ages of, like, 23 and 35, or maybe even push it up to 40, then 90s family comedies, they're real good.
And yet, we see Addams Family... And you've given it a score of... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, 63 for the first
Okay.
Addams Family. It was weird. The first one felt more like a sequel than the second one.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean.
And it just wasn't quite as funny. I think it's because they were kind of establishing the vibe of the Addams Family a bit more.
Yeah.
But the second one was real funny.
I've got to be honest. I can't rate the second one because I can't. I think I have seen it, but I can't remember the last time I've seen it. I really just don't vibe with the Addams Family. I don't know what it is.
Maybe rewatch it again. I
watched it sort of recently.
Did you?
Not like this year, but maybe like last year. I watched it, and it's just. I don't think it's bad, but for me, it's like a 56.
Okay.
Like it's just better than Ned. I sort of don't get why I'm not more into it, because I feel like it's something that I should be more into, but I don't
know if this applies to how you watched it then, but I think some of the reason why I've enjoyed these so much comes down to how much you can, like, give a movie the best chance possible. But it depends on a lot of factors. So what I'm talking about is Inspector Gadget. I had no choice but to pay full attention to that because I was on a plane. You know, Addams Family and Family Values. We watched as our like Halloween films because Jasmine is such a wimp that we can't watch any horror movies that are 18. Too gory.
Yeah.
We put one on that's a 15. The first jump scare, it was just a woman coming round a corner, and she goes, "Wah!" and we had to turn it off. She couldn't do it. So we switched gears to Addams Family. But because that's what we were watching as our Halloween film, we were both sat down, specifically paying attention, and I weren't doing something else. So I think that might be why. If you pay full attention to something, you catch all these jokes that maybe you won't fully register, but if you're fully thinking about them, they're just quite funny. And I think maybe that's kind of lends itself a lot to giving movies and TV its full, like, chance. You have to fully pay attention to them and really commit to watching them, but that also depends, because if you're watching something really artsy, segue here to The Boy and the Heron, all that did was bore the fucking mind out of me.
Is this an animation?
It's a Studio Ghibli.
It's a Studio
It's its latest
Giblet.
one.
It's Studio Giblet, right? Okay. Are you a big Giblet fan? You like your Giblets? You think it's a bit too
Shaky territory, that is. Because they're obviously quite artsy, aren't they?
Yeah. But
Ding dong, trick-or-treaters are here. This is going to be great for podcast
It's a Halloween.
content.
I think people like this. People like that. You know, I don't like that they keep pressing the button. I don't like that. But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, a lot of people like Ghibli stuff. A lot of people like it a lot.
I always remember watching Howard's Moving Castle when I was really young.
Howard's.
Is it not Howard's?
Howell's.
Howell's Moving Castle. That's how.
Howard's from The Big Bang Theory's Moving Castle. He lives there with his mum.
Howard, there's a moving castle outside. Did you order this? No, Mom!
Why would I order a moving castle?
If you think if I had a moving castle, I'd be living here with you.
And then he beeps it. No.
That really is a fucking bit from that show.
That is, yeah.
I remember watching that when I was really young, and it scared the fucking shit out of me. Gave me nightmares.
I've tried to watch that one specifically at least 3 times, but not managed to finish it. And not because it's bad, like something's come up. And I've been like, oh, fuck, I can't finish this film. And now I can't watch it. I can't finish it because it's like, fuck it, I've seen all this bit so many times. I don't care anymore. It's weird because I've also got Ponyo on here. Which is the one about like the fish that turns into a girl or something. It's fucking, that doesn't make sense either, really. But like, this is what happens with Ghibli films. For starters, they can be quite slow, and I don't like that. Not all of them are too slow, but some of them are too slow. So My Neighbor Totoro is another one. That's too slow. And then they always teeter on this tightrope where they either stumble into, story makes enough sense, now I can enjoy the style and the kind of cuteness and kind of all that stuff, or it tumbles on the other side where it's like, this makes no sense, stop showing me in a pretty way, it's just pissing me off now. And that's, you can see that in both of these. Boy and the Heron, no fucking sense. Ponyo, don't make a lot of sense, but at least it kind of has a story going to it.
Because your rating for Boy and the Heron is drastically lower than Ponyo. Because according to you, you still think that Ponyo's, like, good.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
Ponyo's solid. I had a fun time watching it. It's probably boosted quite a bit by... I just had a really nice evening at the time when I watched that
with Ponyo.
as well.
You had a lovely evening with Ponyo.
No, there was like other stuff going on, and that evening was quite fun. And then we happened to also decide to watch Ponyo. So I'm going to be honest, it might have been given a 5-point boost or something at least from that. But fuck it, it's, you know, these are our ratings. We can do what we want. So, but that demonstrates, like, you know, Ponyo gets 65 out of 100. Boy and the Heron gets 28 out of 100. That demonstrates the difference of a good versus a bad story. Like, that's how much that swings. Because they're basically both as pretty as each other.
Yeah.
I think I prefer Ponyo's style a little bit more. It's a bit... It's actually older, which is kind of cooler Japanese style than that more 90s-ish looking style. Well, it was 2008, that one, but, you know. So, yeah, I don't know, Ghibli. Weird to
Ponyo
rate.
was 2008.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know. I just feel
It feels like a more recent one, doesn't it? But I think that's because we can remember it coming out.
Yeah.
Whereas all the other ones, like Totoro, can't remember that coming out. I dislike Totoro more than Ponyo. My favourite, though, is Spirited Away.
I can't remember if I've seen Spirited Away or not.
It's the best one. It's absolutely the best one. It's iconic. It might be the most iconic one.
Maybe it was this I saw, actually. Yeah, no, it was this. It was this that I saw, and it freaked me the fuck out. Not Howard's Moving Castle.
Yeah, this is... Well, I'll show you Howl's Moving Castle as well. So Howl's Moving Castle...
Yeah, I've not seen this.
This is kind of the aesthetic of that. That's his big castle. Sorry, just showing Judd some stuff.
He's showing his big fat moving castle.
I couldn't tell you if this one lands on the good story or not, because, like I say, I've just, for some reason, just by bad luck, I've not been able to finish it. But I totally understand why Spirited Away would freak you out. I think it freaked me out a bit as well when I watched it when I was young, and I think that was part of why it's so memorable. But it, like, again, none of these have, like, a concretely good story. But so long as they scrape together enough story, then you can appreciate the rest of it. And this one just about scrapes together enough story where basically this girl ends up in this place and she has like some shit. I can't remember the story. It's been a long time.
I think I remember
she has to
more
achieve
of the...
some sort of thing, and then she has to escape. No, I know
You
you're
just
laughing.
described every movie.
No, there's none of that in that Heron Boy. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
okay, I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about... Doesn't she, like, get sent to the spirit realm, or, like, her parents get transformed into, like, spirit pigs or something, and, like, she gotta...
There's some shit like that.
She gotta
Like,
go to the spirit world and fucking achieve something in the spirit.
This is what I'm saying. They never land on a proper concrete story, but anyway. Any more of these you want to... What do you want to look at next, Judd? Have you seen Ponyo?
I haven't seen Ponyo, no. I've not seen Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves either, but I do want to talk about it. I've seen clips of it.
I think you should watch that. It's solid movie. It's overrated. Like, people for some reason like ran with it and thought it were brilliant. There's a lot of good effects and like it's quite fun. It's nice. But it's not that great. It's fine. Yeah, Chris Pine's movie, good.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a fucking shame. A 25.
It's old films, innit, Judd? Like, old films suck.
I'd give that I'd give it a 60.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All these old slashers, I've probably watched them.
When did you last watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
It was a while ago. I will have been like 14 or 15. So.
Okay, I if you want to put that down, I can't stop you.
Okay.
I totally can stop you. I'm in control of this completely, but I won't stop you. But what I will say is, I watched that like yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday. 60 is an abominably high score for that movie.
But what about the bit when he runs out after the truck with the chainsaw and goes...
So, like, the last half hour of the movie that's
like
the
the last second of the movie.
I don't know that this movie's set in Texas. I don't know as I paid attention to the dialogue quite enough for that. So already we're on shaky ground in the first word of the title. Chainsaw?
It is in there.
There's a chainsaw?
Yeah, there is a chainsaw, yeah.
I would have expected there to be chainsaw more than half of the time.
Yeah.
No, not even close.
Probably not even
It's in there a bit.
Yeah.
There's a bit of chainsaw.
Yeah.
So, like, okay. Massacre? Nah. I'd say there's enough people dead in this for a massacre.
Yeah.
It's like 3. It's like, you should have called it Southern American 3-person killing.
That's great.
That would make more sense.
I don't know.
This film, it's like a slightly bad student film. Honestly. The first bit, that lasts way too long, by the way. They're just driving along in a fucking in a van for ages.
Yeah.
They don't need to be driving along in a van for that long. It's ridiculous. And they pick up this fucking weird hitchhiker all of that is cut together like an episode of The Office. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I was drinking a bit while I watched this, but I brought in Jasmine to watch it because there's a scene. They're driving along and the driver's like, this silence is all part of it. And he's like, there's a hitchhiker by the road. And then everyone goes, the gap in the car. Like in the office. Yeah. And then they're like, should we pick him up? Oh, that might be bad. We're going to pick him up. Or whatever. And like, the acting's terrible.
Yeah.
And it cuts to like a wide of the road, like parallel with the road. Yeah. So the van's like going along like from left to right. I swear they reused a shot from later in the film. The guy, no music, and it's really far away from you. He's like going, like bashing on the side of the van, and they're not stopping. They said, "Oh, let's pick him up," and then not stopping. He's going, he like stands up because he can see them about to pull to the road, and then they don't stop, and he goes, "Wait," and they don't stop for ages, and then they open the door and he gets in. And it jump cuts to them, like, him just looking at them. And then them looking at him. Honestly. It's like an episode of The Office. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And even when the killings start happening, there's no music. It's like an episode of The Office. This the first one, he goes into the house, he's like, hello? Is anyone here? Hello? And like, you can so tell it's like, it's a real house, but they've chopped off certain bits to make it like a set. Yeah. Because you're looking at a hallway, stairs up, door off here, a door off here, and then a door at end. But like, it's like a weird cupboard size. And you can tell that's obviously meant to carry on into another room, but they've blocked it off. Yeah. So this fella's like, he just goes into this house and he's like, hello, is anyone here? He walks to that bit that's obviously the set. And the guy's called Leatherface. That's only a nickname, we don't know what it's called. He just steps out and goes, ah! Bump. It's not like just blam and scares you. He just goes, ah!
Yeah. I kind of like that they do that, though. I kind of like that it's really, like, just organic. He just, like, comes around the corner and goes, bah! There's no,
it's
like...
not scary or disturbing in any way.
I think watching a guy get his head bashed in is a little disturbing.
He doesn't get his head bashed in. He just goes, bonk.
He just goes, donk.
In a really comedic way. I audibly laughed out loud.
It's been a long time since I watched this movie.
Like, pretty much just after that, there is probably the most disturbing bit, is that instead of him just being, like, lifeless dead, he, like, starts, like, kind of twitching. So he goes, ah! And bonks him again, but again, there's no music. Yeah. So it's like, oh fuck, for a little bit, like, ugh, that's a bit gross. But then it immediately does the no music cut to Leatherface going, ah! Bonk him in.
He does like make little, what are they called? The fucking sand people from Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, he makes those noises, yeah.
And he sounds like he's going, you know, like he's scared of them.
I know.
There's like the twist later on where Chick escapes, finds some help, discovers that he's actually part of the weird trio of these people, and it's shit. Honestly, there must be a good 15 minutes of woman running through forest and Chainsaw Man chasing her. Can
I tell you a movie that
Scooby-Doo style, by the way? You could have had a
you could. Can I tell you a movie that is like exactly the Texas Chainsaw Massacre setup, but like does it way better?
Is it like the first in a series?
I don't even know if it's a series. Technically, there's a movie that's connected to its universe. No, it's just I think it's just a one-off. House of 1,000 Corpses.
Okay, I guess we'll put this on here. Well, House of
1,000 Corpses. And I'm pretty sure it was directed by one Rob Zombie.
Well, I'll fill that in.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
What would you give both these movies then?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to rewatch Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it's literally been like over 10 years, and I can't remember.
If you've got time, do it to like tonight or tomorrow. It's really short. It's like an hour and 20. It's not even very long.
But for now, I'd give it maybe a 55.
It is not better than average Joe. it's hilarious. The 25 is because of the comedy of it.
Okay. Well, maybe I just thought it was really funny. In fact, I tell you what, if we're doing House of a Thousand Corpses, you can do its sister movie then. This is why it's not like a series or anything, but it has a movie that's connected to its universe. The Devil's Rejects.
Okay. Tell me about them.
House of a Thousand Corpses is very sort of like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where it's like a group of like indie reporters are touring America, and like they're going to like all the sort of like weird and like creepy places in America, and they find this place called the House of a Thousand Corpses, and they decide to go on this tour, which is led by this guy who is he's a famous clown. What's
Wayne
his
Gacy.
name? No. What's his name? God.
I want them to do, like, you know the Dharma thing that they did?
Yeah.
I want them to do one of those and John Wayne Gacy. That'd be funny. I didn't mean
It'd
to
be
say
funny.
Oh my god, what does that say about me? That I didn't mean to say
God.
funny. I meant to say,
Yeah, nice.
fun, I guess.
Would it be? That's what you'd use to describe it. Okay.
And then it'd be a watching experience. That's what my official statement.
Mr. Spaulding. Mr. Spaulding. That's the name of the clown.
Okay.
And he takes them on this sort of like tour of like notorious crime lords and stuff. Spalding.
Yeah, carry on.
I kind of don't want to say anymore.
Oh, do I have to watch it then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew I'd seen this clown somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you know another one that I was thinking about watching? Because I've thought about it. Even though I know I'll probably not like them. Watching some like classic 80s horror. Another one that I saw, Terrifier.
Yeah.
Because I saw like a new one of them coming out, and this one came out. Like,
it's out, and
this one came out years ago.
Yeah.
They're like,
no,
the first
Terrifier 3 is out, and it's like a cinema release, which is cool because the other two were just streaming only. So
the original one.
Yeah, because they came from the fucking horror streaming service Shudder. I think they were Shudder originals.
Did they? I thought it was like. I thought the first Terrifier was like an old film.
No, it's not. It came out in
2018.
Yeah. Oh, 2018, yeah.
Well, 2016, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, 2016, US release date, 2018. Weird, because that clown, I feel like I saw when I was a kid. Like,
No,
he's quite iconic.
Yeah,
for the look of it.
now he's iconic, but he's recent art.
Because it feels like I must have seen that clown around the same time as I saw Pinhead from Hellraiser.
No, come on.
No, well, apparently not, but
yeah.
That's just like the feeling I had. But maybe it's because like some of the posters they've done are quite classic looking and things like that. But yeah, oh god, well, that's I'm not going to watch that then. But because I kind of want to watch some classic 80s horror, but
Okay, well, House of a Thousand Corpses then. That's either 80s or 90s. I'm going to say 90s actually. I think it's more a bit too grungy for 80s. I'm going to say 90s sometime. 2003.
2003.
You know, they were the noughties just when like they still thought they were the 90s. You know what I mean?
Wow. Critics did not like this
Yeah,
movie.
they didn't.
Is it got some controversy behind it or something?
I think it's just like really gory. It's just like the amount of gore. It's like, yeah.
Well, kind of like Saw. Like Saw don't get good ratings, does it? Because it's basically
not?
just gore. Well, the first one did.
I'd say this has got more gore than any of the Saws.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
will you give it
basically,
then?
I'd give House of a Thousand Corpses, I think I'd give that a 65.
Okay. That sounds like, from how you described it, I'd be scared to say that I liked something like this too much.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think that's why I'm giving it a 65, because I feel like that's what the sort of like...
Secretly wants to give it an 80.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because nothing happened that was like, whoa, that was fucking revolutionary. You sort of just, you sit there the whole time, you're sort of just like, whoa, what the fuck's fuck's going on? But like,
So it's one definitely not to watch with Jasmine.
yeah, don't watch it with Jasmine. And then The Devil's Rejects is it's a lot tamer than House of a Thousand Corpses.
And this came first, did it? No, it came second.
And it came second because it is set after. You'll see Mr. Spaulding is in it.
Yeah.
He's the only character that is a recurring character from the previous movie, and that's why it's like a sister movie, but you can watch either without watching the other.
I'd still call that a sequel.
Technically it is, but there's nothing tying the two events together. Like, he never brings up the first movie or anything. Just, yeah.
Weird.
But
Okay.
yeah, The Devil's Rejects is about three criminals, incredibly violent criminals who are sort of being pursued across the country.
Yeah, that sounds much worse.
I'd probably say I'd like that more than House of a Thousand Corpses. Not a whole lot more. I like them both for different reasons. I think House of the Thousand Corpses, it's just fucking wild. It's just wild, and it's just a wild ride, and it's fun for that. Whereas The Devil's Rejects is more of a thriller, and it has some like unintentionally funny moments in it
I think a lot of horror films do, don't they?
because of how hyper violent it is. Like, it's not got as much gore as House of a Thousand Corpses, but it is still hyper violent, and just some of the humor comes from that hyper violence. So I think I'd give Devil's Rejects a 67. Is what I'd give them.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I might give those a go then, because especially 1,000 Corpses. Because I've been thinking about, like the old iconic 80s horror ones. I mean, I think Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
You've got Michael Myers.
Yeah. Jason.
Yeah, I think that's the one I need to do, because I'm not seeing
any of the.
It's Friday the 13th, isn't it?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Not seeing it. I don't think I'll like it, but I think I should probably watch it. And then I would say those are probably the like top three. But then like Pinhead, I think is
the only Jason movie I care about you watching is Jason X, because it is the funniest fucking thing ever. That might be my favourite.
That's the space one, right?
Yeah, that's great. It's so good when he gets frozen in carbon monoxide and then he's sent 1,000 years in the future, and they thaw him out and he's still alive and he's on the ship chasing him.
Who are some of the other 80s horror icons?
When was
I guess
Pinhead?
Alien.
Yeah, Alien.
That would be one.
Leatherface was early noughties, weren't it? That we said
70s.
Oh, 70. Okay, yeah. Well, he's definitely with them. As much as you can not like them, he's there with them all. Oh yeah, Chucky
icons, yeah.
Chucky, Pennywise.
So we've got an image up of Pinhead. What's the doll called?
Billy. He's called Billy.
Jason. Who's this one?
Who's it? I don't know who that fellow is.
Top hat. I don't know.
That's Nosferatu.
No. He's not in the same thing. It's too old.
Yeah.
Pennywise, obviously. Frankenstein. Oh, the guy from Scream.
Yeah, Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghostface. This is a better one. I think Chucky.
Yeah.
Saw, Ghostface, Jason, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface.
It's got loads on it.
I wouldn't class the Jaws shark as the same thing. Oh,
I kind of get it a little bit.
Exorcist girl, that's 60s is the thing.
You've got
Hannibal Lecter kind of fits with that.
You've got The Fly. I wouldn't really say he's not like he's not a killer, is he? It's body horror. That's Cronenberg body horror as opposed to like slasher.
I'm thinking of like
Reanimator.
Monsters, like specific monsters from these things.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I think that's probably
Michael Myers in the first Halloween is just a serial killer, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he has totally become some supernatural demon at this point.
I think later on he gets some weird supernatural shit about him, but my favourite Halloween is the first of the reboots that they started doing.
I can see that.
It's really good, that one. And then that one, I think he's just a really freakishly tall, like, mental patient.
Yeah.
Like, that's just strong as hell for no reason.
I like that idea a lot more. The first Halloween is terrible. It's so boring. I don't know what I dislike more, that or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Probably that. It's not even funny. It's just boring as fuck.
What's he from? I've seen him
The
before.
guy with like kind of got like skin coming off his face in a way. It's weird, isn't it? I don't know.
It's not Jeepers Creepers, is it? It's
It's hard because like there's a lot of. It kind of spreads across time. There's blurred lines, isn't there? Because you could just look at the 80s ones, but then you're missing out on Leatherface and missing out on some of the other ones. And
what's he called from Psycho? Norman Bates.
oh, that's a fucking boring movie as well. It's so long. Dracula as well. The guy playing Dracula, what's his face? Playing Chris or something. Yeah, I think out of the kind of more villain ones from close to the 80s, I'm pretty much just missing Jason out of the ones I've not seen.
What the fuck is this? Because I've seen this thing in a couple of these pictures.
Yeah, there's some sort of alien.
It looks
or almost
yeah,
like bat monster thing. Is it in this one as well? Gremlins just whacked on this.
Yeah, I don't think Gremlins counts.
Is that pig-faced person from Texas?
No,
Chainsaw?
he's from Saw. He was like Jigsaw's like helper.
Oh, right.
He was like he was
it's
his
there
helper.
again. Look.
Yeah, he's there.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Is that the Babadook?
Yeah, it's the Babadook. He looks so goofy when you like see him just out in the open, and it's not like fucking creepily lurking around things.
This is we've stumbled across a thumbnail for a YouTube video on a height comparison of horror movie characters, and it's claiming that Slenderman is about
I know he's about
just
5
below
foot.
4'10".
He's like just below 5 foot tall, slender man. the idea,
Nurse from The Conjuring.
4'6". 4'6". What is this? What the fuck is this?
But Chucky's 3'3".
Jeez.
I don't know. That's weird. That can't be right. How tall's Freddy Krueger?
He's about 5 foot.
6'2", I think that would be. Or 5? No, that would be 5'3". That's just slightly shorter than you.
Just slightly short. Look, Freddie, I'm not gonna be scared if you're like 2 inches shorter than me. I'm just not.
Do you have a favourite out of the kind of more classic horror films? My typical sort of thoughts on yours would be Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
because I remember you liking that a lot when we were younger.
It's up there. Again, Jason X, because it's just so fucking funny.
How are the actual, like, proper traditional ones? I'm thinking, you don't have to be 80, I'm talking 70s and 80s, probably not 90s, maybe early 90s, that sort of era of horror. I would probably say Hellraiser's my favourite.
I thought you didn't like Hellraiser that much.
No, I did. I quite liked it. Thought it was pretty good.
I like Hellraiser, but I like... For me, it's more like the ideas and the aesthetic that Hellraiser puts forward than like the actual movie itself. It's good. It's a good movie, but I get off a lot more on like the idea of what hell is in Hellraiser and like.
And Judd gets off even more on 1,000 Corpses.
Yeah, I do. Such a waste of tears. No, that's not it. He says, "Do not cry. It's a waste of good suffering." Jake, I came in earlier, and Jake was like, "I'm not dressing up for Halloween," and I was like, "You are. You've got your hair looks just like when Jim Carrey was in Ace Ventura and he was fighting the Aborigine guy with his fucking hair horns."
References.
Yeah.
So Psycho, I've rated that, by the way. We were just talking about that. Psycho, I actually gave that 52 out of 100. We're boring you here.
No,
it's gone fucking fun.
I'm just gonna have to say I might have to cut this short.
We've barely even gone through anything.
Well, I did say that this would have to be a shorter one.
And then you turned up late.
No, I didn't. I came 10 minutes early. I came 20 minutes later than when I said I was going to show up. But 10 minutes earlier to when I usually show up.
Well, let's fucking get on with it.
Let's go through these.
What have we seen? Psycho. Have you seen Psycho?
I've not actually seen Psycho.
It's an old film, so it's like really long and annoying to watch. But I slightly enjoyed it more than average. So what else we got on here? So
Agatha All Along.
I've not watched the last episode.
I haven't watched the last
I've
episode
been
yet.
surprised
either.
of how much I enjoyed it, actually. It started off really rough for me, and I thought I might dislike this, but then it's clawed it back. I think I've enjoyed it.
It didn't start off rough for me, or I'm watching it. I want to say that I'm not looking forward to it, but that makes it sound like I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
It's not like I anxiously await watching Agatha all along. It's just that I'll watch Agatha all along.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I kind of remembered by looking at this spreadsheet that it exists. I was like, oh, I think that comes out today. Oh, that'll be nice to watch later if I get a chance.
Yeah.
It's that sort of level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it 64 so far.
I think I give it a 60.
Yeah, fair enough. What else we got? Back to Black, the Amy Winehouse biopic.
Not seeing it. 19? What's that?
I'm a huge Amy Winehouse.
I'll hate her!
Yeah.
Okay, does this do lots of justice then?
Way too much.
Way too much justice.
Way
okay.
too much justice.
Alright, okay.
It also, I'm not even going to get into it. I can't. It's one of them that I can. You know what happens quite a bit where we've got a strong feeling on something and we feel like we'd have a lot to say for it, but then as you start talking about it, you realise actually I ain't got.
Yeah.
It's not, I just know
I've got strong feelings, but just not a whole lot to say.
Yeah, it's because what normally happens with that quite a bit is I watched that quite a bit ago, and as I was watching it, I had loads to say that were really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But you just forget all that. So anyway, Candy. Do you know what this is?
No.
I guess this kind of fits in Halloween themed as well. It's a Netflix series on this woman who killed one of her neighbors in Texas. It's kind of a bit like a murder mystery type thing. Well, except she did it. Well, actually, I suppose technically you don't know if she did it or not. It's based on a true story.
Did she do it?
Technically, I don't know, but it's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The first episode were really good, and then they just blew their load. They just kind of basically showed the last thing to do with it in the first episode. They showed the killing bit in the first episode, and then there was 4 episodes of what led up to that, and there weren't many twists and turns in it. And then the last episode was the court decision, and you never really find out any different. It's kind of I don't know. It just became really frustrating to watch. Mm-hmm. Roadhouse.
I ain't seen it.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's fucking. Is it It's either. Oh my god, I forgot his fucking name. Oh,
it's Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor
Jake
McGregor.
Gyllenhaal. Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the old one. I thought you were talking about the old one.
No, I watched the new one because Conor McGregor's in it. Solid movie. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and you can tell that it's based on an older movie because the main protagonist in it, normally they would be a troubled soul, but they're good at heart. He's not.
He's just a
He's
fucking
the murderer. Honestly,
Yeah.
he does good for this town and this bar and that in this scenario.
Yeah.
But he specifically kills multiple people and chooses to do that in cold blood. It's and which you can tell in the 80s they still might have seen that as a good guy action hero, but nowadays he would have spared them or something, or no.
That makes me want to watch it more, actually.
Honestly,
nice.
the story is not nuanced or particularly good, but I like the fight scenes a lot, and it's quite wild and crazy. It's a fun movie. I liked it quite a bit. Okay, that's movies and TV. Anything else too exciting? I went on holiday.
Yeah, you died again, didn't you?
I got pulled from holiday, yeah. This was ridiculous because I've been trying to, I won't take too long on this. I've been trying to essentially apply for this job doing filming for kickboxing gyms. It's been a lot of work to try and get in a good application for it. And right in the middle of it, we'd already booked a holiday and all sorts, so I had to go on this holiday, and oh dear, I had to go on a holiday, but kinda, and I got ill on the holiday, and then I had to work bunch straight when I got back. There's not a lot to say about it, other than, I think the only notable thing was that we went to a beach and gorgeous place, Fuerteventura, by the way, really nice place. And we thought, oh, that section is a bit less busy, we'll go over there. We quickly found out why. It was the nudist section of the beach.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So we were just like playing in the sea. We were getting a few looks because we were acting like children, just like pissing about in this sea, going wee.
Everybody else is like having a really sexy adventure, and you two are like, this fish is bigger than that fish.
We were like jump over the waves, woo! And meanwhile there's like a bunch of old naked people around us.
Yeah.
But it were really. I found it strange because it were like the normal bit of the beach, and then there weren't like a big gap or anything. It was just immediately into the like nudist bit.
Yeah.
So there were like a small girl playing in the sea, and then like an old naked man like less than 10 meters away from her.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I was kind of seeing that scene like, ugh,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Well,
Weird.
It's like, I suppose technically it's laid out like that, so that's where he's allowed to be nude out in the beach.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't want the door near naked old man, don't do it right next to that border. I get why maybe that's not too much of a problem, but the thing for me was like
The fact he was masturbating over there. That's what...
the thing for me was like this girl was already out in the water, and I was kind of thinking, seeing this scene, I could be that guy, and I could take my clothes off completely and go and swim near this young girl. And I absolutely would never want to do that.
Yeah.
Yet this guy is like happily doing it. Like
Yeah.
if I was already there, naked in the sea, enjoying that, and then I looked across and I saw a young anyone, like a child, I'd be like, man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put some clothes on. I don't
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, fuck
It's
that.
like, you know, and it's not, I guess in a way that's not fair that it ruins that time where that's specifically set out for him, but like, even so, I just think it was weird.
I get
That's
what you
right,
mean.
seeing that. Yeah. Oh. You owe me some money,
I do.
which we'll sort out in a minute, but I also wanted to show you what it's bought.
In a minute, by the way, that will be when I get a job, because I have nothing. I literally...
Well, you owe it now. You were supposed to send me it today.
I know. Oh, I don't have the money.
What do you want? You want money? I'm going to loan shark you.
You're just going to have to break a leg then, I guess, because I don't have it.
I'll have to break your leg soon.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Give me code instead.
Hold on. Let me hit you with one of these. What if I hit you with the Please, Paulie, I'm good for you. I'm good for you. You know I'm good for you. Just give me another week's taps, Paulie.
I'm sure it's
Can I try a little bit? Oh, you're not letting me have any.
we're not
so
opening it because we've got a month until it's. So we've got two varieties of moonshine. You wanted the cherry one, which we got. There was quite a lot of flavours. I went with roasted apple because I figured they're more kind of
yeah.
wintry, autumny flavours. There was a cookie one. I thought cookie's not going to be good, surely. But then there was like peach sounded good, but that's more summery.
Yeah.
Again, there was a lot of kind of more summery that sort of flavours, but I think they'll be pretty nice. I've also bought separate. These are mine, but you can taste them. Where is it? What's this one? Yeah, there's one stout. So this is from a band called Bitch Rum, and I just liked it because it has the wax top where it's sealed it. It's some cherry rum, basically. So there's cherry rum.
Yeah, they like it's not just a wax top either. You can see that they've like dipped it in wax themselves. Like
And it's blood coloured
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, nice cherry rum that we can have with something. But then they also do like pre-made cocktails using their rum. So you basically just like pour that out with a little bit of something else, and it's ready to go. So that's this is a Van Helsing. This is like not as strong. So it tells you what you need to do. You put half this and half cranberry juice, and then into a martini glass, which we won't do. We'll just put it into a regular glass, or maybe even a plastic cup. But yeah, that then makes I think a Van Helsing martini. That one is, but the other one is a zombie. And that's real strong. That's like 35%. So what it even tells you how to do it. So with this one, you put half zombie, and then a little bit of pineapple and lime, and then you put a passion fruit on top and put a bit of the rum in it. We won't be doing any of that.
And then you set it on fire.
Then you set it on fire.
Yeah.
That is actually part of the thing.
Yeah.
So that's the alcohol that we've got for Winter Games Weekend, which is...
It's in December, I'll tell you that.
Why don't you check on your phone when it is,
like a
Judd?
15th.
Why don't you check on your
Like a
phone
six-
the exact day
Like a
to
six,
tell me
like
when
a
it is?
16th. I think it is 16th, actually. I feel like that's rattling around in there. Fuck is this?
He's checking it as if he has put it in his calendar, which I don't believe has happened.
No, I probably haven't. I probably just.
Well, let's see.
I probably just lied to
Let's
you.
find out.
I just lied to your fucking face. Yeah, I lied to your face.
You. So that would be Winter Games Weekend. Would be the 13th to the 15th.
The 13th. Okay.
You also might want to come over on the 21st if you want to watch boxing, but
Games Weekend. It's there. It's really there.
no, I'm going to do this.
Someone is at the front door.
I want to make sure it's right. Because it's the 13th to the 15th.
Yeah, but I'll be here.
Add notification 2 days before and the day before,
Someone is at the
but
front
not
door.
at that time. 1 day before at...
Not at 1 in the morning.
I'm trying to do 1 p.m. How do I do that?
One-
You've got
yeah,
24
yeah.
o'clock at 4 p.m. Yeah. And then 1 week before at 9 p.m.
I'll be in bed by then.
Oh yeah.
No.
So there you go. Those are for Winter Games Weekend. We're all stocked up and ready.
Cool. Right, well that's Halloween then. I'm gonna go piss. The spookiest body movement of all.
Oh, yeah, just okay, I'm just going to end the podcast real quick. Wait, no, wait a sec, you actually can't.
Oh.
Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Don't look into how weird that was at the end. Jasmine's got a load of stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
Just let me put on the thing that I edited, the best thing that I edited together for this interview while I fix that. Watch this, cunt. I made all of this, including the music. Look at that. Look
Oh,
how
great.
cool I am.
Do you have
Okay, you can piss me.
competition? Oh,
Do I have-
is anybody else wanting this
Oh.
job? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, is that-
I'm through to the next stage.